Happy Saturday, everyone. Just finishing up cleaning up my buddy's truck for him. Already vacuumed out, washed the outside. Just got to do the windows and wipe the seats down. But we'll be in and out, in and out. You guys want to sit there and hop in the chat? You're totally welcome to. But I'm gonna go do this. Well, I'll sit here and chat with you guys for a bit. Oh, a couple. Hey DJ, what's up? Ooh, nice and hot here today. And Canada's getting blamed for the smoke down in the States. That's Trump is going to put more tariffs on Canada because of the air quality. And no one's talking about the Canadian firefighters and the Canadian military that went and saved all those kids from that YMCA camp in, is it Wisconsin? Somewhere up there. It is what it is. Oh, I'll sit here and chat with you guys for a little bit. Take a little break. Nice little breeze today. It's pretty warm outside. I don't know the temperature though. I don't normally look at the temperature unless I'm doing my news. There's a big wedding just across the street. Buddy's truck's looking pretty good. I even pumped up his tires. He was only running 10 psi in his tires, and his tires are rated for 80 psi. I was like, what? 80 psi? So I only put 40 in. 40. I only put 40 psi in my bicycle tires. The smaller the tire, the more pressure you need. Oh, DJ, any big plans for the summer, man? You going out camping, or you guys travel, go to another state or anything like that? You guys have a cabin or anything? Pretty much what I'm doing this whole summer is coming here and staying at home. I don't go out too much anymore. Too much bad things follow me. Why'd that come up as Chinese? Yeah, why isn't it let me see what that is? It gave me a logo. Or can you tell me what that means? Sorry, I don't know what these... Looks like a YTA. But yeah, that's Asian. It's Chinese or Japanese. Guy's sitting here talking to himself. Drug dealer of town lives across the street. Which is funny, because my buddy can sit there and see everything that happens. Says the RCMP are always through here. And then when I went to wash my truck, I don't have a driver's license. Right as soon as I started pulling out, I was seeing that RCMP who picked me up the other day. He was giving me a ride home. It wasn't for something bad. Some fucking redneck kids were chasing me through the town, which is insane. I don't know, kids chasing me. I don't fight anymore. I don't do stupid stuff. 169. Good on you, bud. Good on you. Shout out to that, man. Yeah, start playing around with some editing software, man. That, what did I send you? Power Director. Power Director is pretty good. Only thing I don't like about Power Director, if you put a clip in, you can't just... You want to make sure that you put your clips in order on how they want to fill in, because you can't put something in the middle. Well, at least I had issues doing that. I remember the first video I edited, I spent 3 hours, then accidentally deleted it, And then it took me 30 minutes to redo that whole video after figuring out how to do everything. So AI, I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of AI. Hold on a second, let me grab a chair. I was thinking about doing stuff like that, DJ, like telling some old stories and stuff and using like AI generator to do stuff like that, but I only use AI to just do my images before my shows, and that doesn't always turn out the way that I want it either. But I don't know, it's something a little bit different. I think it does capture people's more attention more having like a cartoon image instead of just some random image of me. I do work with ND Boom Shockwave, a lot of other YouTubers that you probably don't know about. I'm always in the background helping out other channels. But like for instance, ND Boom Shockwave, people from Canada, Alaska, down in the States, a couple guys from Australia, Europe. They'll sit there and listen to music from all around the world, and not just music, indie music. So if you want to be able to listen to it on YouTube, it's totally kosher, stuff like that. You're not going to get copyright infringements or anything like that. But yeah, work with them pretty good. I was working with Josh for a while with Breakfast Cereal, trying to get his promotions up. And then finally, I think he's around 80,000 subs now. So shout out to Josh, Breakfast Cereal. Only took 3 years of super hard work for nothing, eh? 3 years. 3 years of all that, man. And I know there was a lot of times Josh was talking about, like, is this worth me just keep doing? Do it. The quality of your videos is far superior to any other YouTuber out there. And this is almost wondering, this is why he got held back so much, is because of his quality of videos. I don't think YouTube likes stuff like that when the quality is too good. Giving myself the hiccups talking too much. Starting to be able to talk again now, but I still can't hear in this ear. It's been 3 weeks now, and I still can't hear out of this ear. And it's annoying. It almost feels like there's something in there. Wish I knew a Chinese lady to clean out my ears. Those Chinese, they know how to clean out ears. Oh, they sit there and they dig out all your earwax and pull it out in one big blob. I'm almost wondering if that's what's wrong. I know when I was sick, my ears were super waxy. Just go clean your ears every morning and oof, bad. But with my time left and stuff around, I kind of want to start using AI to, start making videos, like cartoon version, almost like F is for Family or Everybody Hates Chris. No, Everybody Hates Chris wasn't a cartoon. PJs with Eddie Murphy. F is for Family with Bert. Bill Burr. Bill Burr. What's another good cartoon? Life with Louie. Louie Anderson. Rest in peace. He had a cartoon. What was the one with Howie Mandel? Howie Mandel had a cartoon series there for a while. Yeah, get that stuff up there, man. Oh, no, you had it. Was that not the link to your channel? Yeah, put that stuff up, man. Whatever you want, put it up. It's an opportunity to, yeah, put that stuff up, man. That took me a little while to figure out how to just do that. And then to do my Twitch account, I don't know how to share my Twitch account. I did my Discord the other day, so if you guys ever want to give me a ring, as long as I'm at home or near Wi-Fi, I normally answer the phone. Or if you guys want to play video games too. I'm playing Misery right now, and it's like a Fallout kind of style game. There's radiation, there's creatures, that alien kind of stuff. So you gotta be able to survive in this bunker. You go out and collect things. What's the new game? Some grocery store. I just downloaded right now through Steam or Stream. It's free right now. So if you guys have Stream, I don't know what it's like in the United States. It might not be free here in Canada with this IP address. That's another thing. If you guys are downloading games and stuff, change your IP addresses sometimes when it comes to purchasing video games. It'd save yourself like $4 or $5. Misery. Schedule 1's pretty good. I got into that pretty hardcore. Now that I got everything like dialed in when it comes to like making drugs and getting drugs out to market, it's pretty good on Schedule 1. So that's pretty much why I stopped. I pretty much just go into the game, make sure everyone's still doing their job, and make sure everyone's paid, and just collect money. Invokery's pretty good. It's like a haunted game. It's like Jumanji the game or the movie. Some pretty good jump scares in there. Repo, I'm not a real big fan of Repo, just because you have to like carry a shopping cart around with you, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. What's another good game? Burgling Gnomes. Burgling Gnomes is now out on full version gaming. Just came out a couple weeks ago. But Burgling Gnomes, you're a little garden gnome, and you got to break into this guy's house. So far, it's just a guy. I haven't seen any women in the game. And you got to break into this guy's house, and you got to steal stuff out of his house without him noticing, which is kind of funny. The other day, he pulled out a RPG, rocket-propelled grenade launcher, and started shooting it at me and my buddy B. I wish we would have recorded that episode. On the road next Sunday, dude. Are you taking number 10, or once you get to Winnipeg, are you going to take the Yellowhead up and over? Yellowhead is number 16 highway. You can, once you hit Portage La Prairie into Manitoba, you can hit 16 and then head up, because you're heading up north closer to Edmonton, eh? Because then you can take number 1 highway that's just all along the bottom of Canada, and then you have to do a straight shot up from Calgary to Red Deer, Edmonton. But if you're gonna do the 16, man, wait till you hit Brandon. Actually, you don't have to wait till you hit Brandon. 16 comes right through here. Once you hit Portage La Prairie, hit the 16, and maybe we could sit down and have a chat. Maybe a beer, something, or maybe even just stay here for a day. There's lots of campsites, some good, half-decent hotels. They're fairly cheap. I'm trying to think. I'd say you could stay here at my buddy's place, but I don't think there's a bed up there anymore in the spare bedroom. But even so, like, you could park your camper out here. There's lots of places to be able to park and stuff, man. But I'd love to sit down and chat with you, man. I went and found Wheelburner Express a couple years ago. It was so funny. He said he was in a different town, but just me knowing this area, I was like, okay, well, if he's getting here at this time, I'm putting the puzzle pieces together. This is how my brain works, okay? So I'm like, okay, Wheelburner's gonna be going here, okay? I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing there. And if he gets there, he's gonna be hungry. And if he's getting there, there's not gonna be a grocery store open for him to be able to buy anything for him to cook for himself. And I was like, okay, so I put the puzzle pieces together. He's either gonna be here. Hey, how's it going? Good. So I put the puzzle pieces together, like, okay, well, that limits him to where he's gonna be. So I showed up to this bar slash restaurant in Stonewall, Manitoba. It would have been the closest place for him to get food. He didn't know. He didn't tell me he was there. He didn't know. Well, I told him, I'll try and catch up with you there. But he thought I meant at where he was going to be doing his ice road trucking from. So, so I walk into this bar. I go to the bar and I go order 2 drinks. I walked right past Wheelburner and his buddies. Sandra, just kind of standing there, kind of just looking around, like, and then Wheelburner's like, Sandra, is that you? And then he's like, where the fuck is Robin? It's like, he's over there grabbing beer. Soon as I come up to Wheelburner, just, I thought you were taller. Fucking Wheelburner. So good, man. Well, then come pop through here. I can send you a link to a hotel. You can kind of figure out what day you're going to be here. There's a hotel right across the street from me, a motel. And they're fairly reasonable, man. Good rooms, nice and clean. Still run by Punjabis, though, but no, they're half decent people. They keep to themselves, but they do good work. They have a good hotel there, better than the other hotel I could send you to. Other 2 hotels, I'd rather go to this one. Fuck yeah, it's gonna take you just 2 days alone just to get through Ontario. Took me 2 days. I would have done 3 just going through Ontario, just because I wanted to stop and look at things too. And it also depends on where you're going through. Are you taking the Taliban highway, or are you gonna take the Trans-Canada down along through the Great Lakes? Like, if you're just hauling a trailer, those hills are okay. You could take the Northern Pass. I think that's the 17. Is it the 14 and the 17? I don't know. They call it the Taliban highway. But it's more flat. There's literally mountains just blasted beside you, though. But you should be okay. There shouldn't be any like avalanche warnings or anything. That's normally in the spring when you have that freeze thaw, where the moisture gets into the rock cracks and then it freezes, starts busting it open. That's when you start having avalanches. But you should be good for avalanche time now, unless there's a heavy downpour. But no, that'd be fucking awesome, man. You don't have to pop through here, and it's not gonna hurt my feelings if you don't pop through here, man. Like, I got your fucking phone number. I can just sit here and call you. I could call you every day if I wanted to, but I don't. I would, but just, I don't know. You gotta give people their peace and stuff. If anything, Tolga, I probably almost talk to every fucking day, whether it's either through email, text, or like Steam, Discord, or I talk to him like on the phone, which is pretty fucking good. And then Tolga, did you read the chats in the last video there too for Tolga? He's like, oh, thanks for all the kind words, blah blah blah, which means he actually watched the whole video. He actually watched the whole video. Actually, there's probably parts he flipped fast forward through, but you never know what's gonna come out of my mouth though either. That's the thing. So high functioning Asperger's and a little bit ADHD. Just shit randomly pops in my head. Like, I try and tell my buddy, he's like, hey, tell me this story. Hey, remember that story? It's not the same as when it just comes out naturally. You know, there's more detail to it. Like, when you ask somebody to tell a story, it seems rushed. And what do I say about rushing? Like, shit gets fucked up. And then, twofer, listen to me. Don't be rushing across the country. Just take your time, blah, blah, blah. Because once you get in a hurry, you know, shit just goes south. And watch, you blow a wheel bearing on that trailer that you're carrying your bike. You know, just take her easy. Fuck, if you have to, do 90 the whole fucking way. Well, you're going to have to do 90 coming from Thunder Bay to just past Kenora. So as you're coming into Manitoba, then it turns back into a 4-lane highway. But this stretch through Thunder Bay to Kenora, just past Kenora, Ontario, which is pretty much the Manitoba border. Like, they should have just made Kenora Manitoba, because the hospitals, like, if somebody needs to go to a major hospital, they gotta go to Winnipeg anyways. Okay, just take that little chunk. Just fucking take it. Falcon Lake, you're gonna go, like, it'll go Kenora, Falcon Lake, and Falcon Lake is where that guy, he wasn't abducted, but he had all those burns in his chest. The Falcon Lake UFO story. That Falcon Lake, then Winnipeg. But that's a fucking cool story. There's a bunch of retold stories about that, which are really good. The Y-Files just did the Falcon Lake incident, UFO incident, and he did a good job. And then he's using these AIs, blah blah blah, to do these generated videos, and like, it's nice to have something to watch to go to a story. Like, I understand that, and this is kind of why I'm kind of tempted to maybe start doing some AI cartoons of my life stories. Like, I should have been dead already, or I have been. Every time I've gotten to a situation that I've been thinking about this, I've been thinking about this theory, and there's no such theory that's specifically like this. So every time I get into a sticky situation and I don't come out alive, I literally just wake up the next morning and just continue on with my life, but in a slightly different parallel universe. You know, like, before there was an A on Buddy's license plate, now it's a J. You know, but I could have sworn it was an A. You know, just slight little things, but like, everyone seems to be the same, blah blah blah. But it seems like people around the outside of you are way different, almost out of control. It'd be almost like playing a video game and you die in the game, but the game is slightly different. You know, the map is slightly different after. The people, the players in the game are slightly different, but really not enough to really put a fingerprint on it. Well, if that won't stay lit, and I'm still trying to light it, that probably means I've had enough. See? It's not a microphone. Hello, check, 1, 2, check. Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, I can hear you better now when I close that ear. Hello. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, here, it's your turn. Here too for. Yeah. Pass. Still trying to figure out what the fuck happened to me. Brand new hub, bearing, bolts, tires, rims, trailer. Just keep an eye on those wheel bearings then. I hope you have those rubber plugs you can pull off and you can grease. Keep a grease gun with you. That was one thing that saved me when I moved to Quebec, is I was greasing my wheels. Every time we stopped, I'd check the wheel hubs on the trailer and see if they're warm. I knew one side was going to be getting warm all the time, so I always made sure I put grease in there. It was cooking that grease right off until we just got over into the Quebec border in was it Seven Mountains or something it's called? Seven Mountains. That's one place you don't want to be stuck, man. There's got to be a different way when you come through Quebec to not have to stop in that fucking place. Seven Mountains or Three Mountains or something like that it was called. If I had my Porsche on the road and stuff, I wouldn't mind. If I came into a lump sum of money, I'd get my car completely roadworthy. Not saying it's not roadworthy right now, but I'd have it all checked out, like the wheel bearings, the brake pads, Uh, well, the transmission's good. Uh, Fuel pump, just simple things. Alternator, uh, oil pump, power steering pump. Just have everything checked out, and then I'd just drive straight across Canada. In that Porsche, man, fuck, that'd be just fun. And it's a 944, which is it's stealthy. People think it's a RX-7. Hey, that's that's a nice kit car. What? It's a kit car that you took an RX-7 and put a Porsche body kit on it. What? What? And then who in their fucking right mind would take an RX-7 and put a Porsche body kit on it? Like, think about that. Like, even so, in retrospect, now, think about the Fieros. The old Pontiac Fieros. You had the Fiero 1s and you had the Fiero 2s. And in retrospect, think about that. Think of all the people that chopped those cars up and put them into fake Lamborghinis or fake kit cars. And then in retrospect, think about how priceless these Pontiac Fieros are now. And most of them didn't survive. They either caught on fire or people were buried with them, hence wrapped around a telephone pole. I remember my brother's Fiero. He had a Fiero GT. He put a Buick supercharged V6 in it. He had the Corvette brakes on the front, slotted rotors, everything. A lot of the front of the Pontiac, the Fiero that he had done, is all the front of the car was Corvette parts. And then the way he did the rear end with the Buick supercharged engine, that was it the 3.8 or was it the 4.6? I think it was the 4.6, but there was a supercharged version of that too. But he was using the parts for that too. The front end Corvette parts for the rear. Fieros are scary. You ever look at the rear end of a Fiero? There's nothing holding those wheels. There's little tiny wishbones, like this big, about this, not even the size of my finger, like a screwdriver. Looks like a screwdriver, like thin. Good, good. Trust me, dude. Every time you stop, check those, grease them up. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. Last thing you need to see.
Battery.
Oh yeah. Deadly. Well, I'm gonna finish up the windows. I'm almost done. Finish this smoke. Even did the rubbers on the inside of the doors. I remember when we blew the hubs at that trailer and whatever, something mountains. It was so funny. This guy, we pulled into this shop. I called him first, broken English. He's like, well, you're not going to break it anymore. I was like, yeah, true, I'll just drag it over. So I drag it a couple blocks down the road to his shop. He just looks at it, he's like, guy doesn't speak. This is the owner this time. And he doesn't speak a load of English. And he just, in plain English, overloaded. So funny. It's like, yeah, a little bit, just a wee bit. These mosquitoes, man, are getting bad.
Yeah, you want to make sure you don't kill the battery there, Rob.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this up.
Hey Gary, your tires were only like 10 psi.
What's that?
Your tires were only 10 psi. So I pumped all your tires up to 40.
Yeah, 35 anyway.
35 anyways. There says more on the tires, but I did them all to 40.
Okay.
But they were all at 10.
Really?
Yeah. Can't you tell already? Like they're not sitting out anymore.
The air was out of all of them.
All of them were 10 psi. There was one it was lower than 10, but
Jesus Christ.
I didn't notice the difference in the driving though. From like when I went there to coming
Well,
back
you
after
couldn't tell
filling.
they were flat.
I know, I couldn't tell either. I didn't feel the difference when I drove back.
Yeah.
I think it's just because they're so layered. Like they're thick tires.
Yeah, they're wide.
They're wide. Well, there's a lot of rubber in there. I didn't check your oil or your power steering though.
Hey?
I didn't check your oil or your power steering. That's the only thing I didn't check. That's fucking dirt, dude. That's all dirt. I just cleaned the top up here, but it's just now it's eating paper towel. I gotta grab a scrubby. That's I thought it was fucking just worn out.
Yeah,
I was like,
so did I.
I'm sorry, Robert. Yeah, when was the last time this was ever cleaned?
Oh, fuck, I don't know if it ever has since I got it. I don't smoke much in the truck.
No, your windows aren't very tarry. Like Sandra's cars worse for some reason. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, okay, that's why.
That's why the defrost doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's just unsoldered, but I don't know how you'd even be able to.
No, I don't need it anyway.
Same thing happened to my Porsche. Guy who had the car before me, he somehow like pushed it on with dielectric grease, and then he siliconed it on from the backside. That's what he did to his, and it, I don't know, worked for a bit in the Porsche. Holy crap! That was all grime. That's crazy. I thought it was from outside. I want to see how those windows come out. I might have to park this in the sun tomorrow, out front.
What's that?
I might have to park this in the sun tomorrow
What's that?
to do the windows.
Oh,
Like, I don't know the streaks are there until you hit the sunlight.
yeah.
So I might pull it out tomorrow and just park it so it's facing the sun.
I can't believe the tires are that low. I wonder if somebody that the arrow to it.
Well, over the winter too, Gary. Sanders tires constantly lose air. They were nitrogen filled at first, and then I said, "Fuck that shit."
Well, I
I'm not
looked
going to
at
the
the here a
dealership."
while ago, and that one tire on the other side looked low, so I just put some air in it, but I didn't check the gauge or nothing.
If you go to Co-op, they go inside. They have a gauge.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to. So
I went to go pump them up in the car wash, and they have an air chuck and everything because I was gonna blow out your vents and everything, and no, there's no air to run through those. I was hoping to pump up the tires and everything, so I had to pull the truck out and do that again after.
it's amazing that they were that low. Holy Christ!
Yeah, it says 80 psi on these tires. I was like, fuck off. I don't even put 40 psi in my bike tires. That's a semi pressure. Like, that's semi truck tire pressure.
Those are. You could probably take the air out of them altogether and drive on them.
Well, that's pretty much what it was. And I couldn't tell the difference after when I filled them up and coming here. No difference. Like, still drove the same way. I might need to do the outsides too. Go grab those mats. They should be dry by now.
Deadly. Well, I'm gonna take off, you guys. Sorry, I chit chat a little bit more. I'll probably come back later if I'm not playing games.